Yeah, so I've been away for a little bit.
Have you?
I got a cup. I got a cuppa.
How
First
was it?
off, shut up. You haven't missed
How'd
me.
they go to town, buddy?
No, he got a new bag.
You did get me
Uh,
back.
First off, just finished the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man today. Boy,
Devin hates it.
fucking love
I'm not the
this
only
show.
one.
I am pissed that there is not more. I want more. So damn bad. If you haven't started watching it, whatever. It's fine. You're missing out, but you do you, boo. Continue to love everything about it. The story is amazing. The art style is great. They play even more with it later into the episodes
You
of being a comic book. So I love it. Is there a problem, Devin?
not for you, no.
Okay.
You don't care about quality for sure.
Okay.
You dump money into a project that let's not be lazy about it. Don't act like it couldn't have been animated better.
You're special. Never change.
It could have been animated better.
Sure.
Good, pleasing to the eye.
Uh-huh.
It's all about the storytelling, brother.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, that's the most.
Obviously, you don't.
No, you literally don't. You are actually actively disagreeing that it is about the story at all.
No, I didn't say that at all.
You did.
It looks bad, is what I'm saying. Didn't say anything about the story.
We played PS1 games, brother.
Okay, and that was peak back then. But now you can do better and choose not to. That's the problem.
Listen, the show's going to be around for a while, and I'm going to be very
I hope
happy about it.
I hope it stays around. I hope it stays around. That's not the point of this. I hope it does great. I hope people love it. I want people to like the show. I love Spider-Man. Spider-Man is a great hero. Number one, probably hero. Next, like him, Batman, probably side by side. But you have every asset, every resource, monetarily and otherwise, to make and provide a good quality animation, and you choose actively not to, and that irks me. If it doesn't irk you, it's fine. I don't care. It's coming from somebody who can. I probably can't animate. I don't know the first thing about animation. I can draw, okay? And it looks like they are drawing on paint. Like, okay, whatever. That's it. That's all I got.
So the whole point of it is that it's supposed to look like a comic book, though.
I know, but it doesn't. It looks like a comic book somebody drew in paint, like a webtoon is what it looks like, and I don't like that.
Webtoon.
Art is subjective.
Art is subjective, but that doesn't mean if it's bad, it's still good. You can like poorly drawn things. I like some poorly drawn things. Okay, I like pixel art a lot.
Big Frank Miller guy.
I am not a Frank Miller. I think it's time for him to
Tells
go
good
on
stories.
down the road.
Art, not so much.
Cody,
I'm not even
what
sure he
else have
tells
you
good
been
stories.
watching?
Frank Miller had two good stories, maybe three
That's fair.
at most.
Cody's been watching a lot. He's trying to tell us.
I'm sorry. There you go. There's your other YouTube short.
Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man is fantastic. Like the art or not, the story that they are telling and then the way that they are telling it is peak. Because the one thing that comic book movies and shows and everything have a hard time doing is there's only so many ways you can tell the same story over and over and over. Well, they changed things up while still keeping true to the story, while still keeping true to how Spider-Man comes to be and why he is the way he is, and stuff like that. Harry is still his now best friend, but he has different friends now that hang out with him. He's interacting with Doctor Strange and Iron Man, and they literally talk about Civil War happening. They are on the news talking about the Sokovia Accords, which is awesome. So I don't know. It's crazy because they're talking about the Civil War from the MCU, because they're talking about how Steve Rogers is now a fugitive with his friend Bucky Barnes, aka the Winter Soldier. So I don't know, because Doctor Strange does play a big part in the show. So I don't know if they're just saying like, this is a different multiverse Peter Parker and MCU is still 616. But this is obviously still happening in the same universe because they're hearing about it. So I have no idea what's going on with that. I hope they touch on it more. But you do see.
Can I ask a question that might be controversial?
Mm-hmm. Get brave.
Why do they have to tell origin stories over and over again?
So
Everybody knows who Spider-Man is.
Because this one is different.
Sure. But like, I don't know. I don't care. It's not that different. It still ends up being Spider-Man's origin story, and like,
the good thing about it, it's super quick on this one. It is the first 5 minutes of the first episode.
but it's still him learning how to be Spider-Man. The whole show, isn't it?
No.
You just said that.
No. He very quickly, like episode 1, he turns into Spider-Man, starts being Spider-Man. Episode 2, he gets help from somebody and is like, boom, I'm Spider-Man. And then the more gets into it, it's like, okay, now I'm like the Spider-Man. Like,
Right, so it's a coming of age Spider-Man story.
No. It's him figuring out who, like, it's him figuring out how to be a hero, but it's not like, oh, I have to make my fluid and figure out how I want to do the web shooters. Oh, I need to figure out my...
That's exactly what I'm saying. It's the same thing, just with a different aspect to it. As opposed to learning how to make his web fluid, he's learning how to be a hero. My question is, why can't we just why can't it just be a Spider-Man story? You know what I mean? Like, everybody knows how Spider-Man became Spider-Man. Everyone.
Well, there's a big twist on this one.
Everyone knows how Batman became Batman. Like, we don't...
This one, I think it's because...
I'm just tired of origin stories. Like, I've seen...
Okay.
Batman's parents don't always die.
And like this one has a big enough twist that you end up learning later on that it's like,
does Ben die?
No.
Why is he Spider-Man then?
Because he got bit by a spider.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like this one,
I'm gonna guess that.
Well, but I'm not gonna spoil anything. But
You're fine. I don't care. I'm not gonna watch it.
Oh my god, dude! Even Devin.
And why ask? Like, why do you care then?
Because it's the only media for Spider-Man that's coming out right now.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're working on another movie now, but
right, and that's gonna be what, 3-4 years?
I'm not
because
sure.
if it wasn't an origin story, I might have watched it.
But why does that matter to you?
I wouldn't say it's an origin story.
Because I don't need an origin story.
But it's not an origin story. It's literally basically the fucking opening credits. They're like, bam, Spider-Man, and we're good to go.
You literally just said he's learning how to become a hero.
Oh, because he's learning means it's an origin story? So
yes, it's the origin of him becoming a hero!
Okay, so I guess what you're for is the Siri origin story, so you better not play it.
That's a completely different thing.
No, it's not, because it's going to be her learning how to be...
I haven't seen Siri's fucking story come out already.
Oh, really? Because that's the entirety of Witcher fucking 3, sir.
No, it's not. You've never fucking played it, so how do you know?
I did play it. Shut the fuck up.
You beat it? You know the story?
Okay, so I didn't play the last, 30 minutes of story, so I know nothing of the story.
What is the story of The Witcher 3? Please tell me.
You're finding Ciri and trying to save her from the Wild Hunt.
Okay, and what happens?
You find her.
And what happens?
What do you mean?
He doesn't know, Jake.
You don't. That's what I'm saying. That's not her story. Her story is not her becoming a hero. Her story is surviving the Wild Hunt.
Okay.
There's a fundamental difference.
I don't know. I think you get hung up on some dumb shit that you don't need to get hung up on, and you're gonna not watch the show.
You get hung up on some dumb shit.
Bro, you just started yelling at me because I didn't want to watch that shit.
No, it's not. Listen, it is not that you don't want to watch it. It's that you just have the oh well, it's an origin story. I'm just never fucking watching that. Like, there's no point of doing that then. Like, it's I don't know.
Or it
It's
could
the- it's
be
the
I
same
have
way-
way too much shit on my plate already, and I'm already watching too much shit. So why would I add something on that I'm not interested in?
I guess I don't know. Like,
Are you going to finish Supernatural? No, because you're not interested in it.
I'm interested in
Good
it.
dumb
Before it
part.
goes off of Netflix, I probably will.
Well, there you go. Are you going to... You should watch Grey's Anatomy with me from start to finish.
Okay.
You say, okay, but you don't want to do that.
Why
And you
wouldn't I?
you wouldn't actually do it.
What do you
Okay,
mean?
what show are you not interested in all? You ever watch Squid Games?
Probably Vikings.
All right, watch it with me right now.
But the difference is you actually like Spider-Man.
You don't
You
like
like-
you don't like Viking lore?
No, I think it's boring.
Talk about a hot take.
Well,
Talk about a hot take.
let me
I
get
mean-
my pen and paper out right now.
I don't know.
But that's I'm not interested in that story because I've seen a version of that story 100 times.
Okay,
Whether
but
whether it's Spider-Man, Batman, etc.
so in that same vein, are you just never watching the next Batman because it's going to be an origin story? Are you not watching the next Superman because it's going to be an origin story?
I'm really not excited for him.
Okay.
Am I gonna say I won't sit through a 2-hour movie? I don't know.
Yeah, but it's only 10 episodes, so it's
But I don't
20
have Disney Plus, so
minutes.
I don't want to subscribe to another fucking thing to watch it.
yeah, sure. I'm not saying that you don't have valid points, but I'm saying like if you're gonna say, oh, it's fine, I'll sit through a 2-hour movie. Well, it's 10, 20-minute episodes, so it's barely over 2 hours anyway.
Right, and it's more of I don't have the means to watch it, so that's
fine.
not something that is like the story you're telling me. While it may be great, there are too many things that are pushing against me watching it than pushing me towards watching it. You know what I mean?
I get you.
All right. Well, now that we got that cleared, and Cody yelled at me and called me a bitch, and
Dumbass too. Don't forget. And dumb.